Good to see you all here. I'm Doug. I'm an alcoholic. Oh, fuck me, wrong meeting. Yeah, that's cool. How you all doing? I'm shitting my fucking pants. Yeah. My girlfriend's here tonight. She's a lovely lady. We're in love, aren't we, dear? Yes, and we met online. We met online, and it's amazing what you can get on eBay. Yeah. 15 quid you give for me. Well, it was actually 15.50, but I knocked off the 50p and had a blowjob. So, but I've had some dodgy times. Fucking lead. I've had some dodgy times on internet sites and all that shit. It's been a fucking, it's been a slog. And I was talking to this Jewish lady. For a while, and it was great. It was going fucking lovely. We was talking for a couple of weeks and tapping away, and it just shows you in life how one word can fuck it up. And I'll get to that in a minute. But I got to that point where you send pictures, and obviously it got to that time where I sent her a picture of my cock. Everybody does that. Everybody does that. I'm going to keep saying it. Everybody does that. And it was fully erect. And that was it. I'll never talk to that woman again. One word that did it, fucked it all up. I'm sure she writ, could you please send me a picture of your Gentiles? Well, anyway, I am actually seeing a psychiatrist at the moment. And she's a lovely woman. She's raving mad, like most psychiatrists. She actually is madder than a frog factory, whatever that is. And she was talking to me the other day, and she said to me, she said, Doug, this was after 6 sessions. She said to me, I think you're lactose intolerant. And I said, what? Lactose fucking intolerant? How the fuck can that be? That isn't even a mental illness. That's physical. That's a fucking physical thing. I'm sure. And she said, no. I mean, she's getting 60 quid an hour. Of course she's going to say no. She went, no, if you go back to our 3rd session, when you actually recounted the time of when your mum beat you shitless with a milk saucepan at the age of 6, it all made sense. It all made sense. But I wasn't fucking having none of it. I wasn't. I would not have none of that shit. So I went home and I fucking hypochondria Googled it. Which is a fucking new word, by the way. And it turns out fucking lactose intolerant is not that at all. It's not. Lactose intolerant is actually a fear of people with no feet. I've been Doug. She's a great lady though, she's great, but fucking mad. Like I say, I think it's written into the job description that you have got to be raving fucking bonkers to be a psychiatrist. And on one of our other sessions, she said to me, she said, Doug, what have you been doing? What have you been doing with yourself this week? And I said, well, I'm a Cockney lad, so obviously I've been looking at Japanese culture. I've been looking at Japanese culture, I've been listening to Japanese music and watching Japanese films and eating Japanese food and shit like that. And she was looking around and she was writing shit on her thing and she went, oh, Doug, I'm getting fucking worried here. I think you're actually turning into a samurai warrior. Hey! So she is great. She's a lovely lady. And she said a lot of other shit that I'm trying to think of right now. And she actually said to me, she said, you were you're doing that comedy thing. You're doing that comedy thing up there on that night, like tonight, yeah. And I said, yeah. She said, we know we've been doing that grief counselling around your mum and all that stuff, and you know, it'd be really good if you, because it was a whole thing around me being a mummy's boy. I was such a mummy's boy. Any mummy's boys in here? Say yes, for fuck's sake. So, it makes me feel less lonely. So I was a mummy's boy. I was a terrible mummy's boy. And we have to keep that in mind for the joke. I was a terrible mummy's boy, so she said it'd be really nice, you know, because like she's dead now. Have I mentioned that? She died. My mum. You just laughed at my mum dying. So she died, and so she said it'd be really good if you went up there that night and had a little fucking something in, you know, to take up. Have you got something of your mum's, like a little memento, a little keepsake, a little something like that, you know? And I said, yeah. I said, that's brilliant. That's the first fucking good bit of advice she's given me, to be honest. Mad tart. And so I said, yeah. So in fact, tonight I'm wearing a pair of her knickers. It's one of her old thongs, as it goes. It is. Who's being fucking clingy now, Mum? So, you only get 5 minutes up here, a fucking egg gets more. See the transition now? Fucking hell. 5 weeks of... I ain't slept for 5 weeks. I fucking ain't, you tell you. I ain't slept for 5 weeks. I'm going to have my first good shit tomorrow. So I'll leave you with this. And my girlfriend, she loves me to speak Italian when we're having sex. In an Italian accent. She does. And the other night it got quite operatic. And so it went along the lines of this. I'm going to come, I'm going to come, I'm going to come, I'm going to come, I'm going to come. And she said, oh, not fucking yet, you ain't. Not fucking yet. Oh, not fucking yet, not fucking yet, not fucking yet. And I said, well, okay then. A few more strokes, a few more strokes, a few more strokes. I've been dying to touch my bollocks on stage. Yeah, I'll be back seeing the shrink next week. I've been Doug, you've been great, I'm going.